When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. So North Carolina's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing stopped at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. All right, let's get it. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Panthers' offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's Baker. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment. some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if they're going to win.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finding an escape route. Past the first down marker and still running. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, after having to punt on their last drive in the opponent's territory, it looked like things were finally going positively offensively this drive. And then it stalls out at the very end because they give up a sack. I think in critical down and distances, they just have got to be better with execution.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And this offense is... Feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Gets it out fast. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Got the first down. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And this defense has a chance. make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Steps away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly to go to.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets away from one, finds some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Under fire. Finds his tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give to the single back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Culliver. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB areas. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, North Carolina. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
You've got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Pocket breaking down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
Come on, boys. Let's power up.
Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Tar Heels with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Working the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The sweet feet buy a little time. Lets it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy in the end.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And now on second down for this offense. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Snagged in the middle. It's Norton. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
North Carolina.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He wants a big play here late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guy